So I recently quit my job with no backup plan, but also being an undiagnosed type A, I know exactly how I want to spend my time. I know exactly the kind of work that invigorates me, and I have kind of like a draft of a plan of how the rest of this year is going to pan out for me. And so I thought I would do like a dream talk type of video to talk you through some of the things I'm excited to pour my time into, some of the things I'm excited to collaborate with others on, projects that I have on the horizon for me. I thought it would be cool to kind of like share a different perspective of like quitting my job with no backup plan, where like I have other things that are on the horizon for me. I have other opportunities that have been presented, and I'm in like a very interesting place of like not feeling the rush of like jumping into the next thing. But also, it's like if I do decide to go back into the workforce, I'm building up experience that's gonna fuel that work and boost my resume. But also, if I fully decide to pour my all into my creative studio, I'm also doing amazing, meaningful work that is gonna propel me in that direction, you know? So yeah, as I mentioned, today is a bit of a dream talk. Grab your snack or whatever. Me, I'm just gonna have some water today. But like let's sit and um plan what the rest of the year is looking like for you. I'm gonna share what I have in mind for me, and I hope that it invigorates you in terms of like just long-term thinking and like bigger picture thinking about your life and your quarters and how you spend your days, how you spend your time, what kind of work you do over the course of months, opportunities that you look out for. And so yeah, let's get into it. So at first I was like, should I like break it down by like the buckets of my business? Like, would that make sense? But then I was like, no, let's actually go quarter by quarter. But before we get into this, to give you a bit of background about me, I'm an artist and I'm a creative strategist, and my work as as a strategist is it's so invigorating, it's so dope, and I haven't had that much time to pour into it over the past almost 2 years, and I'm giving myself permission, I'm giving myself some time and space to lean into it and see what happens. As I mentioned, thankfully I was able to step down from my job with a bit of a cushion, with things on the horizon, with opportunities on the horizon. And so I'm not like completely like, girl, what's next for you? And even if you are, that's okay too. Like, that's totally fine. Okay? You need to rest. You need to catch your breath. You need to go lay down. You need to sleep. Watch that show. Take care of yourself. Feed yourself consistently. Like, build back your habits. Like, give yourself the time and space to breathe. However, you're able to make that work, you know? And so, the way that I'm going to be spending my time moving forward, at least for the next while, even if it's just like for the next while, let's just say for the next while, is going full force on my creative studio that I have. AURE Creative is my baby. It's my joy. And, you know, I've been running this business for, has it been 5 or 6 years now? Maybe 5 years. And it's just like it's grown and developed with me so much over time. It started off as a photography studio and it merged into media, and it's just like growing and expanding. And now, you know, I'm leaning more into the arts, and you know, the more I pour, the more I give, the clearer the vision gets. And so I'm excited that I get this time to be like, what do I want? What kind of work invigorates me? What do I want to do? What do I not want to do? You know, like I have this moment, like maybe once every, like one, at least once or twice a year, where I'm like, okay, let's stop and see what have you done and what did you not like about it. I don't like, well, I'm not crazy about videography. Okay, let's get that out of here because that's not your zone of genius. That's not your forte, you know. And then it's like, what do you want to lean into? Ooh, I want to host more events. I want to host more workshops. I want to get into teaching. And it's like, okay, girl, let's find opportunities to do some more of that. Okay. So I wanted to break down first. I guess both sticky notes are gonna work, but I wanted to break down kind of like the different branches and arms of my creative studio, AURE Creative, and then I'm gonna like share kind of like what does that look like in the layout of the next couple months, Q2, Q3, Q4. All right. So to my understanding, my brain loves a bucket. I always love to be like, the easiest way to talk about what you do is give yourself buckets that make sense. All right. So, my creative studio, we work within education, okay, cultural experiences, and creative services. All right. So in terms of creative services, for example, we still do photo shoots. So we provide photography, visual branding, marketing strategy, content strategy, like bigger picture thinking, not hands on. Like I'm not a social media manager, but I do lead strategy on like how do we lead forward, how do we figure out your brand voice, and how do we get you on the right path to showing up online, getting your website together, bigger strategy thinking. Okay. And then we have the education platform, which I'm calling it Casa Aura. It officially has a name now. It feels good. It's called Casa Aura. The education arm is where we educate, like literally professional development for creatives, for business owners. So I host workshops, I host intensives, I host incubators. I did that. I did my first incubator. I can't believe it's been 2 years now, but I hosted 4 workshop series for artists, creatives, and entrepreneurs who you want to go into business, but you don't know anything about it. You just know that you like to make earrings. You just know like you like to make water. I don't know. Like you just know your thing. And now people are talking to you about taxes and people are talking to you about like um uh, making money and running your website and showing up on social media and going viral and doing this trend on TikTok so you can get more clients. And you're like, girl, just let me cook my food, you know? So you don't have to worry about that. You come here and you get something from these intensives that we do. And that's the heart of my business. That's what invigorates me the most, because I want to do more of this. I want to do more retreats. I want to do more artist incubators. I want to take this framework that I've been developing over the last 3 years into schools, into corporate offices, into different spaces to really help a lot of people. And so, yeah, that's Casa Aura. Okay, we're gonna be the like all the big artist residencies that you can think of, all the creative residencies. You're gonna hear Casa Aura is also there as well. Big money, big yacht, big mama, no kids. And so, did I say the things? Workshops, events, intensives, and really like giving people professional development when it comes to running your business, finances, marketing, branding, positioning, yeah, writing, all of the things. All right. So that's education. We spoke about creative services. We spoke about our educational platform. And then I also curate cultural experiences as well. And so this is where more like other events come in. And so if someone is curating an exhibition, they want us to come produce it. We produce exhibitions as well. It's like specifically art projects, not just only any type of events. All right. Let me make sure that's clear. Art projects, art exhibitions, a pop-up event, a pop-up art expose, a pop-up fair. Okay. Um, what else am I thinking about? Oh, as well. Well, we also have our own archive that we host. I have This Is Your Archive, which is like my baby. This is a new project that I recently launched, and it's been grant funded, and so I'll be launching it this summer. But it's a concept that I'm taking into a whole bunch of different spaces. But it's like a community curated photography project where people like send in their photos and then we do cool things with those pictures for them. I can't say too much just yet. Don't steal my idea, okay? And so, like, it's something that I can take into like conferences. I want to get into festivals. I will bring this to Coachella in Jesus' name. I just like to party, okay? And so, I'm very excited to also like breathe life into the experiences part of the studio. Does that make sense? You see how like the different buckets function. It would make so much less sense if I'm like, I do this and I do that. Da, da, da. When I have the buckets, it helps make it clear of like, here's what we do. We do education, workshops, teaching, learning, workbooks, intensive incubators. Come and learn something and leave with something. Creative services. You need pictures? We got you. You need the vibes, you need the beautiful branding, you need the visuals, we got you. And then experiences, hosting events, and like doing really really cool stuff within our local community. Okay. And so this is kind of like, these are like the buckets that my work falls into. And girl, now that I'm unemployed, child, Employ me. I am available for hire. What do you need? What do you need help with? How can I assist you? How can I lead you? How can I guide you? How can I be a thought partner for you in the work that you're doing? And so, to think ahead of, all right, what does this look like for me? June is the last month of Q2. For the remainder of June, I'm gonna be child, I'm getting started on my city's photo project that I just said that I got the grant funding for. This is your archive. We're launching This Is Your Archive in June. And yeah, this is going to be the first iteration. And so it's going to be a learning curve, but also this is the opportunity that determines everything else from here because I can literally take it anywhere. So, oh, I also forgot. Let me make sure I write this down. So we launch in June, and that brings me into Q3. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So it's hopefully it's like June, July, August. 2 months the submission form is open. August the exhibition goes up. Like end of August the exhibition goes live. All right. So that takes me like literally that's the rest of Q2 and Q3. September we are reviewing. We're putting together an impact report, really making sure like that we document this well. It needs to be documented well. It needs to be documented beautifully so I can be like, look at this thing that I did. Isn't that crazy? Let me bring it to your festival. Look at this thing that I did. Isn't that wild? Let me bring it to your conference. Okay. If oh my gosh, if we could do this, I'm aiming high. Lollapalooza, Coachella, Afrotech. Call me up. Dirty December in Nigeria. What are y'all doing? What are you? You want some pictures? You want to show cool art exhibition? Call Lynn. Call us. We gonna be there. Okay. But I believe in this. I believe in this a lot, and you have to have a first. So as much as this is dream talk, the big dream that we need to talk about right now is making sure that this goes off, not without a hitch, because it's never gonna be perfect, girl, please. But like making sure that it's good. It needs to be a good, not even, it doesn't even have to be a good enough first iteration. It needs to be done. I think like a lot of times like we get so hung up on how big we want to think like, oh my gosh, this has the potential to do so much, and then like just being overwhelmed by the idea of it that we don't even take a first step. Your concept needs to be done. It needs to be like, I tried it, even if it failed, even if nobody showed up. It's like I did the thing, and you learn so much from it. You get some feedback from it, and so that's why I want to kind of like prioritize like making sure that this is like an amazing experience first and foremost. And so this is the end of Q2 into Q3. And so after we host these, it's at the end of Q3 that I'm like, so you wanna go back to work? What are you feeling? Let's give like see like 3 to 4 months ish to maybe see how I'm feeling by then. Because I'm fully throwing myself at this project. All right. And then so I'm like, what's oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Because September, that's TBD. Let me see. We spoke about this. We spoke about, photo shoots and things like that. Um, there's a possibility that I will be hosting cohort 2 of my artist incubator. Like I said, I hosted my first iteration 2 years ago in 2024. It was 4 sessions. Well, it was 5 because the fifth one was like a teen one where we partnered with YWCA so they can have one session. It's always important for me to have one teen session that like we pour into the next generation of up and coming creatives and artists and entrepreneurs and amazing thinkers. And so I will be, oh my gosh, going from This Is Your Archive straight into cohort 2. It's gonna be a little kiki, okay? C2, and then obviously like see how can we like bring back the same teen empowerment thing. Oh my gosh, they have a they have like a teen program. I need to look into that. So remember how I was like, yeah, end of Q3, well, let's see how I feel about going back to work. Well, I mean, it is a job, Jeff. Okay, cha-ching. It pays. So that here we're gonna call it. It's giving. I'm gonna do this full time. Like it's giving. When do I have time to go? Like literally, June, July, August is locked in. There's nothing, there's no space. September, October, November, I'm doing cohort 2 of my artist incubator. There's no more time. There's no more time. And like, oh my gosh, it would like realistically, it would be so dope to kind of like cycle through this. Like, I'm doing This Is Your Archive, and then I'm hosting Artist Incubator. This is your archive, Artist Incubator. This is your archive, Artist Incubator. Like, just like rotating these two, my goodness. And then like in between, we have photo shoots. In between, maybe I'll pause to do residency. But between those two, yes, like that would give me so much life. So then, yeah, and then it's like September, October, November. I'm hosting cohort 2. It's giving like 2 a month, but I don't know yet. I would rather do it back to back so that people can feel like the momentum of like doing the work and like doing the homework, come back, bring ideas, versus like they have class and then they have class 2 weeks later. That's kind of like the feedback that I got from the first session, because I hosted a session a month. Because I'm like, this is going to take you a whole day. It's like a 9 to 5. Okay, you come in and you're learning. We're sitting now, we're talking, you're putting in work. And I didn't want to take up people's time, but it's like, it's a time investment. You're investing your time for 6 sessions. You're going to sit through this, and you're going to get the work done. And so I think this is going to be another one of those that I don't know that I want to drag it out. I don't know that I want to do 2 in September, 2 in October, 2 in November. Like, let it be September to mid-October. Just boom, boom, just back to back. Let it be done. So we'll see how that looks. And then we're in December. Hopefully in December I take a break. It's always hard for me to take a break in December. So this might be another one of like reflect. So June, July, August, public art project. September, reflect. September, October, November, creative incubator. December, reflect. Hopefully, I don't like to take a break in December. We'll see if that even happens. But yeah, this is what the rest of my year is looking like, y'all. Do you see any place in here where it says find a job? Do you see it? Because I'm looking for it. God is so good. God is so good. I'm gonna trust the process. I'm gonna trust the man upstairs, and I'm gonna trust that, you know, the gifts that he has given me are making room for me, and that I can be able to sustain myself off of my skill set, off of the things that I'm really, really good at, off of the things that, okay? So yeah, this is what it's looking like right now. Like, yeah. What's today? This is May 23rd. This is Dream Talk on May 23rd. I'm gonna watch this back, maybe like June or something, or July. I'll just keep coming back to this to see how much do we follow through? How much do we follow through with this? All right. So yeah, it's scary to take the step and to bet on myself, but I feel so good about this. I feel good about this decision. I trust myself. I trust God to lead me, and I'm gonna write it out. I'm gonna show up for the things that I want to show up for. I feel so fortunate that I've pitched some crazy ideas, and people keep giving me money. People keep saying, "Yeah, sure, that looks good, girl, do it." And so this is what I'm giving myself permission to explore in this season. Let's see what happens. Because you already have the buy-in. You already have the support. People are interested. People find value in this. Lean in and see what happens. All right? If you're new around here, how you doing? My name is Lynn, and I have very crazy, crazy dreams that I pour my energy into, and do one thing a day towards every single day. So yeah, if you're also like me and you have a crazy vision for your life, join me on this journey. I'm gonna be right here tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, y'all.